A squirrel stores an acorn. A mole moves beneath the ground. A large snake patrols the same forest. Noxus Labs is not going to pretend that this wildlife footage is a proven AI business case. It is not. Instead, we will use the scene as a laboratory for a harder question: where can an AI income opportunity become defensible before a larger competitor takes the same ground? Start with the acorn. In business, creating value is only the first step. A useful prompt, a good video, a clever automation, or a new service can be copied quickly. If the value exists only as an idea, it may be as exposed as food stored in shared ground. The business question is not only, can AI help me create this? It is, what becomes harder to copy after I create it? That second question changes the design. A generic AI output is weak defensibility. A workflow refined through hundreds of real customer interactions is stronger. A public prompt is easy to copy. A trusted relationship with a specific customer group is harder. A one-time answer disappears. A repeatable process connected to customer data, service standards, distribution, and feedback can improve over time. Now the mole enters the scene. Underground, it has an advantage the squirrel cannot easily match. This is a useful model for niche strategy. Small AI businesses should not begin by challenging the largest platforms at their strongest point. They should search for narrow problems where domain knowledge, speed, local context, or personal trust matters more than scale. Imagine 3 possible experiments. 1. An AI-assisted report for a narrowly defined professional problem. 2. A workflow that reduces a repetitive administrative task from an hour to 10 minutes. 3. A content-to-consulting system that turns audience questions into structured paid analysis. These are not claims of proven income. They are hypotheses. A serious lab measures whether customers care enough to use them and, eventually, pay for them. The forest floor starts moving before the mole is visible. Markets often behave the same way. Before a category becomes obvious, small signals appear: repeated customer questions, new search behavior, cheaper tools, shorter production times, or tasks that suddenly become possible for one person. Noxus Labs should watch those signals and convert them into experiments rather than predictions. Here is the testing sequence. First, identify one painful problem. Second, build the smallest AI-assisted solution. Third, put it in front of real people. Fourth, measure time saved, quality, repeat use, and willingness to pay. Fifth, record what failed. Only after that should we call something a business model rather than an interesting idea. If you want to follow these experiments as they become more concrete, subscribe to Noxus Labs. But do not confuse subscribing with proof. Proof comes from results. The goal of this channel is to move from hypothesis to evidence, and from evidence to a repeatable system. Look at the squirrel later in the film. It crosses the ground and climbs a tree almost instantly. Its advantage is not that it is universally stronger. Its advantage is mobility in a specific environment. An AI business needs the same clarity. What can you do faster because of AI? What can you understand better because of your experience? What can you deliver with more trust because you know the customer? The snake returns, reminding us that competition never disappears. New AI tools will make today's advantage cheaper tomorrow. That means defensibility cannot depend only on access to a model. It must accumulate somewhere else: audience trust, proprietary process, customer insight, distribution, reputation, or a dataset created through legitimate repeated work. So the lab's question is not, how can I get rich with AI? That question is too vague to test. The better question is, what narrow value can I create with AI, who needs it, what evidence would prove demand, and what can become more defensible each time I deliver it? The forest gives us the metaphor. The lab must provide the evidence. Until real results exist, we label hypotheses as hypotheses. When results arrive, we measure them. That discipline is how an AI income idea can grow from excitement into a business that deserves to survive.